which she does. Bridget Mahoney there, and Bridget's trying to draw a corner, which she does.
Sue's Coach Lecky's going deep into her bench now, bringing in a couple sophomores. We're about to enter the game. Shay Docker, number 26, and number 34, Grace Goddard.
Well, imagine, as you had mentioned, you played an overtime game yesterday, which is so tough on the girls' legs. I mean, their legs must be so heavy today. It's a hard turnaround to make.
It really is.
We had that when we had played Garden City. We had a game the night before, and their legs were just so heavy. I'm just trying to tuck it down that sideline and possibly tuck it back up when she finds Katie Duggan at the top, who just sends the ball wide of the cage. Nice stick by Katie Duggan.
Nice save by Newton.
So the umpire calling a long hit whenever the ball goes over the sideline off the defensive team. It's going to be a long hit for the offense coming in on the 25-yard line of the spot where the ball went out of bounds.
We want to apologize. We had some audio issues. We are all set now. And it's 5-1 Darien here with about 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Umpire calling the long hit again for the ball going out of bounds on the defense. Looks like Daphne Cutler, number 1 in the game. Not sure who she's replaced, but she's in there in the center of the field. And Olivia Stein also in the game. Subbing out some of the attack players, giving them a little break. And as you mentioned, Sue's making a few changes in the lineup as well. Katie Elders with some good stick work and speed, getting that ball inside the offensive circle. But Hand with an opportunity now to clear this ball out and try to find some play. But Bridget Mahoney just strips that ball away and takes another shot.
Off the post.
Near post, off the near post, Mahoney. Another big shot. She already has 2 goals in this game, as does Katie Elders.
Sometimes the best goalkeeper is that goal post. She fires away
by
again.
Newton again.
Yeah, Newton seems to be ready now. She's her body set.
Yeah.
Bridget bringing that ball around, trying to draw a corner, but great defense by Hand, not letting that ball go.
Karen Newton, I know the score is 5-1, but Karen Newton has made some really nice saves for Daniel Hand in goal. The junior has been bombarded with some shots in this first half.
Yeah, this is Newton's first season starting for Hand. Kylie Gargiulo, who's now playing at Assumption, was a 3-year starter for Hand. So, but Newton's been ready. She's worked really hard on her club with their club team this season and is playing some good goal.
That's great. Grace Aronson also new for Darien in goal.
Sarah Bogdan and Daphne Cutler enter the game for Darien.
Damian Andrew, Kari Johns, and Brian Richard joining you. Thanks for joining us. You are watching Varsity Field Hockey on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Want to give a shout out to our entire DAF Media production crew. We are a student-based organization. On camera 1, Will Olson. Camera 2, Ben Olson. Our director is Ted Brennan. Our instant replay coordinator is Jackson Leone.
There's a good little takeaway by Teddy Maloney now in the game as well, number 11. See Olivia Stein on the far right of the field. Katie Elders starting with the ball. She's going to try to maybe find her teammate, or she just pulled that ball back and try to use her stick work to get the ball in. A little bit of a miss hit and good opportunity here for Hand to counterattack, but there's Daphne Cutler right there. And a great save by Newton.
And that will be a corner opportunity for the Blue Wave of Darien.
That was great stick work by Darien, intercepting that clearing pass.
So a few subs in, so looks like Bridget not in the game. Katie Elder's still inserting, and she's finding Sarah Bogdan at the top of the circle, who takes that hit under pressure. Didn't quite get a clean hit off. Good job on hand defense to try to clear this ball out.
Yeah, it's Jackie Sandor, 19, with a nice play.
Number 14, Lily Kulitz with the ball, and there's a little bit of a miss pass there, and Tala Garcia, and a great job by hand.
Yeah, Grace Hartman with the steal has an opportunity here. The goalie came way out. A collision between Hartman and the goalie.
That's Grace Harrison. She likes to play aggressively within her offensive, defensive
I was just going to ask you about that. She came way out there. You don't...
Yeah, there are times to do that when the player's coming down one-on-one. You want to be careful, though, if you go after. So she drew the corner because when you go after the ball as a goalkeeper, you have to come away with the ball, and she took the player out without coming away with the ball, so the umpire considered that obviously that's a foul.
Hands bringing everyone up for this corner with only 34 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, smart play, because as long as they keep that within the hashes, which is
unable to do.
With Katie Elders as a fly. Get that ball down quickly, and there are 23 seconds left in the half. Looks like Olivia Stein trying to run that ball down. Hand having a 16-yard hit coming out, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. And I think they're probably just going to try to hold this ball here and not a little high.
And that will do it for the first half. Darien up 5-1. 5 first half goals for the Blue Wave. We will take a quick break, and we will be back here on the DAF Media Network. We are back here live on the DAF Media Network. Damian Andrew alongside Kari Johns and Brian Richard. Want to take a look back at the first half goals in this one. Here's Bridget Mahoney. This ball was actually tipped in by Molly Hellman, was credited for that goal.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great tip.
And here's Darien's second goal here. Katie Elders. 5-hole.
Yeah, she's just,
right?
It's amazing the talent, and the goalkeeper just goes down there, and Katie's just going to lift over again. Smart play.
Yeah, back-to-back goals by Elder after a great initial first save by Karen Newton.
There's Bridget Mahoney with a nice little initial reverse look, and she said, "Let me just try that again."
Yeah.
If you give her the ball, she's going to try again. And here's a great goal, lift in, goalkeeper down, and just getting a nice shot, wide open goal, and great opportunity for number 27, Grace Hartman, to put that ball in the net.
And here's the final goal of the first half. Mahoney with another big strike.
That was a big ball. Is Mahoney committed to school next year?
She's going to Cornell. Yeah, she's, as I said, really bright girl, just good kid all around. enjoys the sport, loves the sport. Kay has come so far since she
If you live in
actually
Darien, most likely you
started field hockey
benefited
8th grade.
from the Darien
Wow.
If you can believe
Foundation.
that.
That's fantastic. Good
And
for her.
her ball speed has finally caught up with her foot speed. She was so quick, and we couldn't get her to slow her feet down. But now she finally has the ball continuity to stay with her foot speed.
We will take a quick break, and we will be back with live second half action. Again, Darien leads Daniel Han at the half, 5-1. We'll be back on the DAF Media Network. We are back live here on the DAF Media Network. High school varsity field hockey. Darien leading Daniel Han here at the half, 5-1. We are just about ready to start the second half. Damian Andrew alongside Kari Johns and Brian Richard. And here we go. We are underway. Darien in the home whites, moving from left to right now. And Daniel Han in the black unis with the yellow numbers, moving from right to left. The goalies for Darien, Grace Aronson, the senior, and for Daniel Han, Karen Newton, the junior.
Katie Elders with just some great stick work on the outside right corner of the circle.
Hands under immense pressure again right at the start of the half here.
You know, it's tough when you have, Molly Hellman, Bridget Mahoney, Katie Elders. Their speed is just incredible.
Their speed and their stick work.
Yeah, well, once you're saying Bridget, she finally caught her, her feet were so fast when she was a freshman, and her stick work, just look at that. I mean, it's just,
She went through about 4 hand players right there.
Just the hand-eye coordination is just amazing.
Brian, the Southern Connecticut Conference, what can Hand expect? I know you've already played a few games, but again, another good conference in the state of Connecticut, just like the FCAC, some solid programs.
Yeah, it is. We played to a 1-1 tie with Guilford last night, one of our arch rivals, but also some good teams in the SCC is Branford and Cheshire. Cheshire is a Class L team, so we won't see them in the state tournament, but we will see Branford and Guilford.
We generally get to match them up in the state tournament, which is always fun.
Yeah, we've done well against Cheshire the last few years. I think we beat them 3 times last year and road to the state title, but
yeah, they're a good team.
We haven't played them yet this year.
Good team, well coached.
Yes,
same
they
as,
are.
yeah, same as just these longtime coaches with the just dynasty in their program. Great go ahead by Hand. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. But Tala Garcia is intending to break this up.
Yeah, off of Anna Becky, a stick right there to stop the shorthand rally.
Nice ball by Katie Elders. A great pick off by Shea Vanderbrook. Wow, that was just so skillful. And then the goalkeeper, great saves by Newton too. She is just really good in there. She should be really happy about this. You see her doing a little dance around. She should be really happy about that. Few saves that she had. That performance was amazing right there. Ball sending straight up the center. Brinsley Rush getting a touch on that, sending that out wide. Shea Vanderbrook again coming around the ball.
So nearly another goal by Darien here in the second half.
It's Emily Schwartzman with the ball. She's going to try to, good work by her, just trying to find a change of direction.
Grace Goddard, number 34, into the game for Hand, replacing Anna Becky.
It's a good stop by Catherine Donahue.
It's Goddard with the ball, past the Donahue up the left sideline.
Here's a little cool. It's coming around. Donahue's trying to find her teammate, but just a little bit either misdirections.
That'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a Darien possession. We are really just underway here in the second half. 5-1 Blue Wave.
And she's going to call that where it hit the player's foot inside. It's a great ball.
On a beautiful fall night here in Darien, Connecticut.
Really is. If we can keep this in November, playoffs, I'd be really happy.
That is wishful thinking. But these are the kind of days you'd like 365.
I concur with both of you on that.
We've had a few few state playoffs where we've been there, and it's been, in the 70s, and then we've had a few where it's been in the 30s. So,
yep.
New England weather, unpredictable in November.
Absolutely.
Maeve Connors with the ball, up ahead to trying to get it to Goddard, but.
One time where it's Grace Aronson, good decision to come out of there. Nice touch ahead by Katie Duggan to get it to her teammate Shea Vanderbrook, who's hanging up in the circle, and really good skillful work there.
Yeah, by Halloran.
Very nice. Emily Schwartzman right there to take the ball, sending it ahead and just wide right of the goal cage.
That rolls across the end line. It'll be Daniel Han possession.
Bridget Mahoney's, it just seems like the ball is Has a magnet.
A magnet.
She does. Every time Hand tries to clear the ball, it seems like she's intercepting it.
Yeah. It's a great ball by Katie Elders. Drop it down to Molly Hellman. She's trying to use her stick work, get her feet out of the way, but unfortunately, she doesn't get her feet moving quick enough.
Yeah, nice breakup by number 9, Kennedy Richard on the play.
Here's number 27, Grace Hartman, clearing the ball out. Sophomore you had mentioned?
Yep.
Grace Hartman with Daniel Hand's lone goal here in this game, coming in the first half.
There's an interesting change of structure for Hand. They're keeping 5 back in the defensive 25, which leaves only 5 ahead versus 10 Darien. So I'm not quite sure. To take a closer look at that, see what's going to happen here as they change that structure a little bit.
Yeah, Sue's changed it up a little bit here, so we'll see what happens.
It's a good try by number 5, Jackie McCowan.
Yep.
Great aerial ball. Katie Elders, who just bats that out of bounds, and number 10,
Maeve Connors
is going to take the side in. Oops. Yeah, that was actually into 2 players, so but she called the foul where Katie batted it down into her own body.
Connors again, the ball. Whiffed on the drive.
And there is Bridget Mahoney once again, just pushing that ball ahead.
Mahoney surrounded by about 3 Hand defenders.
It took all 3 to stop her as well.
And now it's back the other way. Here's Katie Elders on the near side of the field.
Jackie McGowan had the ball for a time being, and now number 10, Maeve Connors, clearing that ball out.
Yep.
Maeve Connors, the junior, with the nice clear for Daniel Hand.
Tala Garcia finding it now. Just a little patience here, a little give and goes as Emily Schwartzman sending it to Katie Elders. A little mistrap there by Olivia Stein. And Hand getting an opportunity again to clear this ball out. Number 27, Grace Hartman again. So this is Lily Coates in the back. So as you can see coming down, we've got 3 Darien, 4 now, and just 1. So I think maybe a counterattack numbers up for. So nice little one touch by Jackie McCowan.
Just got to hit a little bit further.
Well, the problem with those little passes is that if you don't continue them down the field, they work for a time being, but then it's a nice little try to give and go again. Emily Schwartzman takes that hit right away, and she's going to find Olivia Stein on the right wing. She can send the ball into Bridget, but it's broken up very nicely by
Connors, number 10.
And
there's Duggan up top. Back over to Elders.
nice ball across, but no one there to find that. So Hand getting another opportunity to clear the ball. And they've had some great hits coming out of the defensive end. It's just Murphy. And Emily Schwartzman again in the middle of the field. And a nice takeaway.
Yeah, it's Jackie Sandor with the takeaway there.
Goodness, she used her body really nicely there just to eliminate. And it's Tala Garcia coming up with the ball and also found a foot, so that should referee just letting that ball go. Katie Elders, in her first touch, she had a really nice touch at sending, and she finds her teammate Katie Duggan, who's sending a ball, nice ball wide.
Looking for Shea Vandenbroek on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that ball from right to left is a little easier to pick off because it's the opponent's front stick, so they can just reach your stick out. So you generally want to try to track the ball left and then pass right. It's a better option.
Again, Darien and the home whites moving from left to right. Daniel Hand in the black uniforms with the yellow numbers moving from right to left.
So the scoreboards have been quiet for 9 minutes. I would say that's a
We've had a lot of goals in this one. 6 combined.
But a better start to the half this time than the first half for Hand.
Absolutely. And it's a great 3D ball. Brinsley Rush, who receives, sends it to Emily Schwartzman. Just a little pull again, trying to find her teammate, which is a great pass. She sends just off the left foot. Olivia Stein finding Katie Duggan inside. Katie gets it pass off right on time and just wide of the goal cage.
And that's wide of the near post, rolls across the end line. Daniel Hand possession.
Yeah, some wholesale changes in for Hand. Becky is back in 13, Donahue 1, and Tessie Sheehan, number 16, back in the game for the first time in the second half.
Want to again apologize for some audio issues we had in the first half. And give a shout out to our DAF Media production crew, Ben Olson, Jackson Leone, Will Olson, Ted Brennan.
Bridget Mahoney's with the ball inside and she's going to try to draw a corner or get a shot off. Great save again by Newton. Thank you. A nice little lift there by Brinsley Rush, top of the circle.
Lots of pressure now by Darien.
They're swarming in there. But Hand doing a great job not letting them get inside too far. Number 5, Jackie McCowan again with a great hit trying to get out of their defensive end.
Sandor showing some skill, got across the midfield.
It's a good takeaway. Hand has some numbers trying to get an offensive opportunity here.
Yeah, right off Becky's stick. Should have had that one.
And Lily Coolitz coming away. That's just good work.
Yeah, nice move by Sheehan there, keeping the ball, and now Becky has got the ball.
Little give and goes, but Lily Coolitz right there. And
interception by Sheehan.
Yep.
And that is a goal for Daniel Hand.
That's Anna Beckia, 13, on a nice play set up by Tessie Sheehan, number 16.
These are great give and go passes down the sideline, which is what you want to see.
There we go. We're going to take a look at this.
So once again, the goalkeeper, just Grace coming out. She made that dive a little bit too late, so it was able to just travel right underneath her left side of her body.
Anna Beckia with the goal, and it is now 5-2 Darien as Daniel Hand scores first here in the second half, cut into that Blue Wave lead. 5-2 Darien. We've got a break in the action. We'll take a break. We'll be back on the DAF Media Network. We are back here live on the DAF Media Network. Here's another look at the Anna Beckia goal of Daniel Hand. She slides it in on the side there, and then we're also going to take a look from behind the cage. And here's a nice angle as well as Aronson comes out. We don't actually see Beckia, but you get the point.
So we generally tell players not to shoot south of that 5-yard because very few players can make that sliver of space. You generally want to tuck it back, but the angle of the goalkeeper was just slightly off. So it was a great goal, way to find, that little sliver of space just underneath the goalkeeper's right underarm and just tuck it in there.
And we take a look at the Darien huddle. Of course, Mo Minikis you see there in the dark hoodie talking to her team. She's done quite a job with this program through the years. Darien, of course, coming into this one 4-2 overall. And next up for the Blue Wave, Monday at St. Joe's.
Trumbull at home.
Trumbull at home.
Yes.
Okay.
We had a rain. Our game was canceled.
Oh, was it? That's because it was canceled. So okay, that game was canceled yesterday. So they'll play it next week.
We're
okay.
Gonna play on Monday. We have a big schedule next week. We have a Monday game, Tuesday, I believe, Thursday, and JV, I believe, has a rescheduled game with Staples. So we got quite a bit, and Varsity, I think, has 3 games next week.
Mentioned Mo Minikis, 7 FCAC titles since 2007. And they've won 3 of the last 5 FCAC titles, of course, the defending champs. These two programs actually met in the state finals back in 2010. Han lost to Darien by a goal 3-2 in the Class M state final. So there is definitely history between these programs. As we mentioned in the first half, they played last year to a 0-0 draw in Madison, Daniel Han High School. And we are back to live action here now. Damian Andrew, Kari Johns, and Brian Richards joining you. Thanks for joining us.
Great ball by Katie Elder. She sends that ball. Shea Vanderbroek comes across and grabs it. She has no white around Daniel Hand all over the Tigers, but she gets that ball back. She's going to try to either draw a corner or continue moving that ball.
It's nice for Han to have Tessie Sheehan back, 16. She's under the weather, didn't play yesterday, and hasn't played all that much today, but she's got a lot of talent out there and showed it on the Becchia goal. Yeah,
I noticed her just come back in on the sideline. It's at time of the season, we've got quite a few players that are not feeling well as well. It's just that. Correct. And it's a long, there's a cold that's going around. It's about 2 weeks, so trying to keep these girls from sharing their water bottles is a tough one.
You get that right.
Here's Tala Garcia.
Played by Becchia, and now McCowan with the ball, number 5, trying to come up the sideline.
Anna Becchia having herself quite a second half.
Talk about schedules. We're coming with Guilford last night and Darien today. Then we're playing Cheshire on Monday. So we've got.
And that's another bit of a rivalry game for you guys.
Absolutely.
For Daniel Han.
We see him twice during the regular season, and then we see him. We usually end up seeing him in the SEC tournament.
I think it makes it fun though when you play a team a few times throughout the year. We're looking forward to. Seeing if we can play Staples again to kind of get that game back.
Yep.
Well, you will have a common opponent, and that is Norwalk. Daniel Han played Norwalk already. Darien will be playing Norwalk later in the season, and that has become a nice, healthy rivalry, Darien and Norwalk in field hockey.
Yeah, Kyle's done such a good job with the girls there, and they really, they have a great program. They have a really strong player who's just a sophomore who's very skillful as well.
It's Tess.
Yeah, Tessa. She's Sarah Bogdan who gets that ball. So yeah, it's so good to see with all the club teams around. We've talked about this so many times. Just to see these girls elevate their skill level by playing, especially the indoor hockey, because you're not allowed to lift unless it's on goal. So their stick work improves immensely.
Yeah. I can tell you, Daniel Han looks forward to this game every year. I mean, it's a lot of respect for both teams. A lot of the coaches have respect for one another, and Daniel Han definitely looks forward to this every year. We come in as the underdog, but definitely look forward to trying to gauge our season where we are when we play you guys, usually in the first third of the season.
Yeah, it's good to. I think it's a good matchup earlier. We're still trying to find, I think, finally, but I do see some people in new positions, as I mentioned, Lily Coolidge for the first time. So we're still kind of filling people in their positions, as I'm sure.
We're doing it. We different lineup today to start the game and new positions, even in the second half. So Sue's trying everything today.
I think when you have a year like we graduated 12 seniors. You had also mentioned you graduated quite a few as well. It's always tough because you've got to try to just get your best 10 on the field, but where they go, it might be just completely different position. That's a nice little handoff by Shea Vanderbroek to Molly Hellman.
Just Murphy working hard to break that up.
Good job of pulling that ball out. We want to try to, again, get this ball out of their defensive end, I'm sure, as soon as possible. And great release there on time. It's really cool at sending this ball nice and strong. But she sends it up the center. Generally, we try to force the ball out wide.
Yep, nice stop by Sandor.
And Katie Elder is coming away with that, sending the ball ahead, trying to find Bridget Mahoney, which she does, and see what Bridget, if she can... Makes that touch right on time. Just shoots wide of the left post.
Becchia coming out of the game now to get a quick breather.
It's so hard when they're not feeling well, and they want to give their best effort, but they're just not there. Good job taking this ball around. Good skill work.
Yeah, it's Sandor. Fortunately, Connors, number 10, couldn't catch up with it. It was a nice play by Sandor.
Great hit by Katie Elders.
So we are more than halfway through the second half here. 5-2 Darien. About 14 minutes remaining in this one. The lights on here at Stadium Field, and Brian, you probably do not know this, but these are new lights. Last year was the first year of these lights at the stadium field here on the Darien High School campus, and every varsity team gets to play at least once during the season under the lights.
Very nice. You haven't been here since we only play you guys once a year. It's last year was in Madison. It's been a couple years since I've been here.
Daniel Hand's boys basketball team came here to Darien High School last year during the state tournament and bounced the Blue Wave out of the state playoffs. Big win for the Tigers on the road.
Yeah, they won the state title back in 2016. 2016. The girls basketball team did, I'm sorry.
The Daniel Hand field hockey team has been to the state finals 6 times in program history, and they've come away with 2 state championships. The last 2 trips to the state finals, they've won state titles in last season and, of course, in 2014. And Darien, what is impressive about what Mo Minikis has done is obviously a lot of success. 4 straight Class M state titles from 2000 to 2010. 10 state titles total program history.
Yeah, we moved into Class L now, so
Yep.
up. So where we used to run into Hand, now we, it just moved a little bit. The FCAC has been getting stronger, so we faced some FCAC teams. We tend to joke that if we can make it through the FCACs and win the FCAC final, it's a bigger challenge or a little bit more fun than generally the state for us. So it's just so strong. It's like, as I said, it's good to see all of these teams growing, skill work, all the players working together, learning each other. I actually saw some of the girls on Hand, say hello to some of our players. So I think you might have competitive edge field hockey close.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Yep. HTC.
And HTC. Okay, so you have Darren.
Small arm.
Yep, running the program. My daughter actually coaches for him.
Okay. Yeah.
She's currently coaching the New Canaan JV team, but she coaches for HTC and Stanford.
Yeah, a lot of players from Hand play for the club team.
So they know each other. They run across each other in a lot of different circles, and I'm sure other sports as well.
You see, I was just going to say that, Kara. You see so much of that just because of the club teams, the travel teams that are out there, and you're trying to play some of the top-notch competition. And so many of these players, although some do play multiple sports, there are those who play field hockey year-round.
Yeah, and field hockey is really growing. USA Field Hockey actually has this promotion to grow the game, so they're starting, to try it younger, and they're getting boys involved. And of course, that I love field hockey. So that's no surprise. So I'm excited to see it grow. As a matter of fact, this weekend at Covenant of Sacred Heart, the boys' developmental national team will be playing there. They did a series with Chile right in Greenwich. So we're getting there, and these girls are getting a stick in their hand more often. And Daniel Hand trying to fight this way out of their defensive end again. Darien's been on the attack a little bit, but the defense has been holding a very solid wall inside their D.
Sure.
Should be really happy with the performance in the second half thus far, I would imagine.
They have played much better.
Number 34, Grace Goddard taking that ball. Is it just coming in the game, or has she?
She's been in for a little bit here, but again, this is only her second varsity game ever. So her first one was against Norwalk.
Okay, it's trial by fire.
Exactly. But that's good. I mean, it only makes us better playing. Better teams. And we played Glastonbury early on, got a nice win against them.
Oh, they're very good as well.
Yeah, lost to Norwalk, and here we are with under 10 to go, down 5-2. We'll see what happens.
No substitute for experience and gaining valuable minutes, as you were pointing out, Brian.
Erickson Richard with the ball up the middle. Hopefully she gets a shot off here quickly.
Just dribbled through 3 to 4 defenders, so very good. Nice
defensive effort that time by Darien.
Yep. Some nice moves, but great defensive effort. Needed to shoot.
Lily Kula's done a nice job clearing that ball out.
Lily's fitting in nicely in the defense. Ball going out of bounds. So Hand trying to take the ball down again.
Yeah, Richard with a nice pass into, I think it's to Sandor, yeah. Sandor still fighting through.
Towel Garcia with the reverse.
It's a corner for Hand, yeah.
So Hand with a big opportunity here with about 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, down 3 goals. They get a corner opportunity and see if they can cut into this Darien lead even further.
You can see Hand's pressing the issue. They got 2 out of the 3 defensemen creeping up.
That's good. So we're going to have, is that number 19? Jackie Sandor inserting?
Yes, it is. Into Erickson Richard over to Grace Hartman.
Good slip left, but unfortunately a little bit of a miss.
Yeah, miss hit by Hartman.
She's going to try to take Darien. Will try to take this hit right away, having their offensive players up already. A good little give and go.
Yep.
Bridget Mahoney with the ball again, sending it ahead to Molly Hellman, who's back in the game with her speed. Good defense and keeping that ball in bounds, so really good work.
Nice job by Kenny Richard, but a tough pass in the middle.
Yeah. That
puts Newton under pressure again.
She did a great job clearing the ball and sending it over to the other side, which is really important for the defense, to send it, you know, back to where it didn't come from so that there's not a swarm happening. Great job again.
Yeah, Becky tried the chip right there, and Darien was ready for it. Erickson Richard with the ball. Miss hit by number 12.
Little give and go now again by Darien. See if they can get the ball in their offensive end. There's Molly Hellman. She makes a little touch on that ball, but good defense. She still comes away with it. Molly's in there with 4 to 5 defenders by herself, and she was able to draw the corner.
Nice play.
She is so quick, right?
So
she
quick.
just gets it and goes.
Sometimes I can't even see it. I'm looking for the replay.
Yeah, she turns so nicely.
This is the way she uses her body. Bridget does a similar, you know, they just put their body in the right position to protect the ball without creating a foul. It's smart hockey.
I know you lost a lot of seniors from last year's team, but
Yes.
it would have helped us this year if you would have lost Elders and Mahoney, too.
They were 2 of our strongest players last year, as well as juniors. So now coming back as seniors and leading the team, you know, it's a good opportunity for them. Maybe not so much for the teams the opposition.
I said that, Jess. Very good players. Very good players.
We will take a quick break here on the DAF Media Network. We've got a timeout on the field. It's 5-2 Darien with 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. We are back here live on the DAF Media Network. Damian Andrew, Kari Johns, Brian Richard, and Daniel Hand breaks its huddle. We are about ready to resume second half action here. Darien up 5-2 with 6:08 remaining in the contest.
So Darien, offensive corner here. For those of you watching, this is for defensive corner. There are 4 players back in the defensive end along with the goalkeeper, and the offense can have as many players as they like. All the other opposition and the defense have to go back to the 50. If you can see them, we have them here. Full screen action is on the corner. So Katie's going to insert this ball again. She's on the other side. There's a little bit of a mistrap. Let's see what they do with the broken corner. Lily Coolett sending that ball in wide of the cage. And it did hit a foot, and Daniel Hand will have an opportunity to clear this ball. So Brian, this is what I was talking about. They're holding so many back that if they get this ball through, we only have 1 player here against
right.
a good 6.
Yeah, I think Sue is making sure this doesn't get out of hand. And like I said, the defense was under so much pressure in the first half, and not very deep on the defensive end. All 3 starters have played the entire game today as they did last night.
Well, they've been doing a phenomenal job in the second half. They haven't allowed any, I think that was the first corner in the second half?
Could have been.
There's the second.
Yeah.
So generally, players, coach try to see what the defense is doing and try to work around that on the corner play calls. So again, taking it from this side, might be trying that other corner again that was mistrapped to see if it could actually be executed. And another mistrap. It's just the angle of the stick that's off.
Nice play by Sandor to break it up.
Yeah, it's really cool at sending that ball right in the center. Tala Garcia coming up and finding a foot just inside.
And that
Great
goes
play.
off of Daniel Hand. It'll be Darien possession. That one off.
I think Katie Elder's going to probably try to lift this ball into that space. Yeah. It's a smart play. It's a smart play by Daniel Hand to just get the ball out of bounds, have everyone reset.
Yeah, someone's got to get on Elders here.
Yeah, she resets pretty quickly.
Yeah, she does.
There's Hellman near the end line.
They call a long hit, so it had to have been off the defense. So Darien having a ball at the 25-yard line. And there's Katie Elders with the ball. She's just got to, again, carry that ball 5 yards, which is clearly marked on the field, or pass to a teammate before she goes in the circle, which she does. And great cross ball. A lot of action in there. Ooh, nice. Goal.
She's picked out of the air. Let me guess, that was Mahoney?
I'm not sure. I've got to see that again.
Nice save by Newton.
Yeah, great save, although that probably... Yeah, I didn't think it was. That looks like it. I think that's Riley.
Goal scored by Riley Joyce.
Yeah, Riley Joyce just subbing in. Has her stick right there.
We'll take another look at this. Great angle right there as it just gets past Newton and the post.
Well, Newton had a great save, and she lifted that ball into traffic, so I think the umpire could have been holding the corner call to see if a goal was scored, and Riley Joyce just got a great touch on that and just battered it into the cage.
Sandor with the rush up the middle.
There's Daphne Cutler in for the first time, I believe. Darien making a few sub changes. Bridget's still in. Molly Hellman now coming out of the game. Number 5, Olivia Stein, replacing her. There's Daphne Cutler in the middle of the field.
Nice breakup by one of the tri-captains, number 21, Hattie Burt.
Very good. And a good stick there, too, to rebound that ball. She's a reverse hit, but Tala Garcia ready for that ball.
Yep.
And
there's Donahue with the ball.
Yeah, good takeaway by Catherine.
Kipped in by Sandor.
Good play
over to Connors.
Pull the ball around to the right side. See if Connors is going to try to get this ball back. Good step in and a good
Jess
interception.
Murphy, yep. Yeah, but just everything blocked again by the Darien midfielders in defense.
Well, they're building a nice little wall there as well. Nice step up by...
It was a step up. We can't wait for the ball to come to Hand. A great step up by Darien.
Katie Elders with the speed there, sending that ball ahead to Teddy Mahoney, but it finds Teddy's foot, unfortunately. And number 1, Catherine Donahue, coming down the sideline, sending a great ball down.
So Becky again. That goes. It looks like it's Richard in there, fighting for it. Yep, Hand got a corner.
So a corner opportunity here for Daniel Hand. Under 2 minutes remaining in the game. Darien up 6-2.
Sandor to insert.
Just under 2 minutes left. Hand trying to maybe just knock this differential down.
Over to Hartman. To Hattie Burt. Back to Sandor.
Nice cross there by Daniel Hand. Just
no one there.
No one there to put it away.
That's how Donahue scores most of her goals.
Get a lot of pass options there, and they were open. Ball going across to Teddy Mahoney. She's sending the ball to Olivia Stein. It's good passing from left to right. Good D trying to get in there with her stick. Olivia's pulling this ball out because she's not able to get into the circle because the defense is playing really well, 6 out on the ground.
Yeah, good defense by number 9, Kennedy Richard there.
So just under a minute left to play in this second half. Good ball coming out again.
Yeah, Hattie Burt with a nice play, but no.
Katie Elders there, and a nice clear.
That's to no one.
Nice cross ball and a good little touch. The D trying to get this ball. There's good, yeah, an obstruction call on Darien. So Hand having an opportunity with just 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Yep. Richard to Connors. Connors whiffed on the shot. Darien coming the other way.
So time is going to be up in about 3 seconds.
And that will do it here from Stadium Field on the Darien High School campus. Darien beats Daniel Hand 6-2 in varsity field hockey. And really, the start of this game
was explosive.
Yeah, for Darien.
Yeah,
it was. Hand could not recover. They played much better in the second half, but the initial wave, shock and awe, got us in the first half.
Yeah,
we are going to take a look, not to interrupt you, Kari, we're going to take a look at some of those goals here in our post game as Darien beats Daniel Hand 6-2. We got off, Darien rather got off to a fast start.
That's all we have. They don't even have salad. Boys.
Brian, next up for Daniel Hand.
Monday night playing Cheshire.
And then Darien will be playing Trumbull on Monday. So
we also have Danbury tomorrow, Saturday, with homecoming tomorrow. So it should be a action-packed weekend.
Yeah, this is our last game for this weekend. It's a home game on Monday, so the girls get a few well-deserved days off for rest.
And here's our goal. This was off a corner. Bridget Mahoney just takes a nice, and Molly gets a nice tip just right between the goalkeeper's leg, who had a fantastic game, by the way. I'd love to see her saves percentage. This nice little tip again there. Katie Elders getting that ball and doing a little spin around and just finding it between the feet again.
Here's Darien's third goal.
Katie Elders pulling back from the goalkeeper and just lifting right over Newton. But the goalkeeper makes, that first or second save. There's Bridget Mahoney again with a little reverse flick. Newton makes that first save, but then Bridget gets the ball back again, and you just can't give her the ball back and not expect that to happen.
Too many rebounds. Here's a goal by Hand, I believe, the first one.
Yeah, it's great goal. Again, goal cage wide open. And
Grace Hartman puts it in a wide open cage there.
Really good job. Good finish on her part. So Katie Elders tucking the ball back to Bridget again. Bridget, quick hit right there, a little choke hit, and just gets it by again.
Beautiful, beautiful swing.
And then Anna Beckia here picks up Daniel Hand's second goal from the side. Tough angle. Grace Aronson sliding, couldn't come up with it. And Beckia has herself a goal. And here's the final goal of the
this
game.
Is my favorite.
Great save.
How about that?
Great save and a great goal.
Yeah.
Tipped in. Riley Joyce coming off the bench and getting that done. So it's 6-2. Darien comes away with a win here at Stadium Field. Want to give a shout out to our entire DAF Media production crew. Camera 1, Will Olson. Camera 2, Ben Olson. Our director is Ted Brennan. Our instant replay coordinator, Jackson Leone. And Brian Richard, want to thank you from Madison, hopping on this live stream of Varsity Field Hockey.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. Really enjoyed it. And Kari, excuse me, it was wonderful chatting with you.
You as well. Good luck with the rest of your season.
Same to you.
All right, so for Brian Richard, Kari Johns, I am Damian Andrew. Darien wins 6-2. This has been a production of the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Have a great night, everybody.